A year ago, the industry came together to discuss the Triple Glazing Question. More than 600 people throughout the UK came to Coventry Ricoh Arena to discuss the technical challenges that triple glazing brought to our industry. 1 year on, we're back today to discuss whether those challenges have been achieved and how we go forward and how the industry has changed over the past year. I'm joined today by a panel of experts. To my right, I have Ian Sims, Managing Director of Double R. I have Giles Willson, the CEO and Director for Technical Affairs at the Glass and Glazing Federation. On my left-hand side, I have Patrick Firminger, Marketing Director at TrueFrame. I have Mark Schlotel, Head of Marketing at Synseal Extrusions. And finally, but not least, Tony Smith, UK Business Development Manager at NSG Pilkington. So, without further ado, let's ask some questions. A year ago, we did a poll where we spoke to more than 10,000 people, more than 1,000 people came back to us. We asked lots of different questions. One of the questions that we asked was how many of those installers actually offered triple glazing? The answer came back, it was 64%. We've done the same poll again now for the same number of people, and now 100% of the respondents said that they now offer triple glazing. Now that to me seems huge. That means everybody out there is actually offering triple glazing. But what real impact does that add on our industry? Are we selling more triple glazing, or actually, we're still selling the same amount or even less? So I'll ask the question of Ian. Obviously, you're at the sharp end of things. You make these things. Have you seen an increase over the last 12 months?
Absolutely not, to be honest, Andy. If you take a snapshot of the last 3 years, April and May, then our sales of triple glaze have been remarkably static at 4%. Now that we may not be representative of the industry because of our mix of business, but certainly as far as we're concerned, we're not seeing a huge increase in people calling for triple glazing. I think the market is fragmented. I think you have some installers who aren't interested in offering triple glazing, they can only see issues. I think you have some who think it's a great opportunity because everybody thinks that 3 is better than 2. And it doesn't matter whether those 3 are better than 2, that's what they offer. And then I think you've got the top end of the market where people do see a benefit and they sell the benefit. But I think that's a much smaller share of the market than the other two. That's what we're seeing, certainly from a double R point of view.
How about yourself, Patrick? I mean, obviously, selling the frames, and yourself, Mark, selling the extrusion itself. Have you seen an increase at all, or?
I think, have we seen an increase in triple glaze frames? We've seen an increase in glaze frames. We're a UPC, glaze frame fabricator. We don't manufacture the sealed units ourselves, we buy them in. We've seen an increase in glaze business from our customers, but I think that's more for other reasons, CE marking and so on and so forth. But when we do essentially put the specification together for our customers, and they'll ask us whether they want double or triple. Have we seen an increase? If we have, it's been negligible. It's been smaller than is to be discerned, and really, is it going anywhere? We can't see it increasing. We've tried to market it ourselves. For us, it's all about offering choice. We make that choice available. The system we use, a linear system, you've got a choice at 28mm, obviously, but 28mm triple glaze isn't really a good thing to be supplying at all, really. Then you've got 36, but we actually go all the way to being able to offer a 40mm triple glaze unit, but not many people take it up for reasons we're not quite sure of.
Mark, in your marketing expertise, why? We've seen lots of money being spent by Everest and Anglian promoting triple glazing. Why do you feel that the consumer's not taking triple glazing on?
I think the consumer could be interested in triple glass as a proposition. So for some retailers, they're going to offer it as a point of difference. But for the trade, generally, we're creatures of habit. Mm-hmm. So I concur with Ian and Patrick's view that from Synseal's profile and also our global glass IGU making perspective, I can tell you that it's static at about 2% of what we do. Mm-hmm. And bear in mind, I represent 300 fabricators of varying size in my network of fabs at Synseal. So it's quite a good sample representative of the industry. Yeah. So I think the consumers can definitely relate to the 3 is better than 2. But the industry, we believe in DG, double glass units, and we're creatures of habit. And I think we're happy doing A-rated or A-plus rated products, argon filled, meeting the were requirements, and we are, if you like, static in the industry generally.
Does that mean that we are unable to upsell? I mean, you go to McDonald's these days and they always ask you if you want to make it large. Is there anything more that you want? You know, are we really saying that we are not capable of upselling in our industry?
I think the retailers definitely are. So the big ones, I can think of two big brands, Everest and Brightlight, for example, who lead with the triple glazing option. And good luck to them. They're selling as part of it not only thermal and heating savings, but also the old argument of insulation, sound insulation, you know, acoustic performance, which I'm old enough to remember TV adverts for double glazing in the 70s, right? So I remember that sound insulation, secondary glazing and double glazing was all about reducing noise from the road, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, energy was relatively cheap. Now, of course, energy is expensive. It's more of a thermal argument, which is compelling. And in the trade, we never hardly ever talk about acoustic insulation. I certainly don't as a systems provider, I can tell you that. I don't know, maybe. So effectively, TG, triple glass is all about thermal performance and saving heating bills. And certainly some of the big retailers are fighting each other over that territory. But in the trade, I suspect trade fabricators, some of them see a chance. Scottish-based fabricators, for example. I have a couple that are very keen in this area. A couple in Ireland, but they're very rare in the UK mainland.
What we find is our installers, they either go full out triple glazing, that's practically all they sell, or they don't.
Yeah.
And that's really where it goes, and there's just not a large quantity of people that go all out on the triple.
It surprises me, Tony, that Pilkingtons aren't pushing this more. And obviously there's a vested interest for triple glazing for Pilkington, you know, sell more glass. I don't see anything in any of the trade press really, or certainly in any advertising about triple. Do you think that's fair, or do you think...
Yeah, Andy, I think it's a fair comment. From our point of view, in terms of volume, again, similar reaction to the other panellists. Stable, at a very low percentage. We are capable. We make many thousands of units per day, and we're capable of making triple. What are the drivers? I mean, that's something I wanted to talk about a little bit later on, is the other drivers behind this. These are the real key things. And, there was a comment about 3 is better than 2.
2 is better than 2.
We look at it a different way. 6 is better than 4. 6 surfaces on the glass give us 6 opportunities to add value to that product. And rather than 4, which you would get in a DGU.
Yeah.
I think over the coming years, and I'm talking short term now, Andy, that there's going to be some drivers that appear and push triple glazing forward. There is a great reluctance. I agree, Mark. There is a great reluctance in the market. We are creatures of habit in our industry, and it's just breaking that mould and moving it forward. With regard to Pilkington's efforts, we are delivering what our customers ask for. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, whilst we are TGU capable, we're delivering high performance IGUs, such as Mark has said, low U values. We're offering some innovative solutions in double, but certainly I definitely see a drive towards triple in the coming years.